host of the Strategically Reckless Podcast. I am your host, Jay Brown, aka your favorite foster dad, aka Mr. 17. And we are glad you are joining us once again. Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Look, hey, it's dope, yo. We in here once again. Hey, look, national championship game on right now. It's probably getting close to halftime. We put these on. I'm cool right now. Hey, see all my lights up in this thing. I don't know how much I like that. But look, don't judge me. Judge your mama. We got a dope show planned for you today. It's gonna be a little quick, but don't even trip. We're gonna be talking about getting checked. We also gonna talk about tipping, man law violations, and some more stuff before we get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, let me tell you something, y'all. I accidentally, I accidentally, have you ever been accidentally checked by a kid? Like, when I mean, like, I accidentally got checked by a kid. And you may ask how. Here's the reality of it. This 2-year old be talking like you forget who the parent is. She talk like she forget who the parent is. And so we getting addressed early in the we getting addressed to daycare in the morning. And my wife passes me this cup. Passes me the cup to really brushing her teeth, brushing away, bam, bam, bam. She got to spit. She spit the stuff out. She got a little cold, so she spit out the cold right there in the sink. Hot. So I get her cup, grab the cup, and I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and get this ready. Mailman Moby, what's happening?
What's going on, man?
What up, brother?
Is it that cold over there, man?
Hey man, it's been below freezing all day. It's been below freezing all day. Look, it say 24 degrees outside right now.
Oh man, I'm tripping. I'm tripping.
Feels feels like 15. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we on right now.
Damn.
24 feels like 15. So if anybody that got a problem with this outfit, you see the hoodie. Hey, so look, I was talking about accidentally getting checked by my 2-year old, and it was so messed up. It was so messed up, Mo, because I'm thinking that I'm out here just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like we brushed her teeth, she spit the toothpaste out because we try to get them in the habit of not swallowing the toothpaste. And so,
Hmm.
look, I got her rinse out cup, and I got the rinse out cup, and I'm taking the cup, and I'm rinsing her little toothpaste and her mucus that she done spit out. I'm rinsing that down the drain. And she thinking that, like, I done filled up the cup and poured it out, filled it up, poured it out, filled it up, poured it out about 3 times. She looking at me like, stop playing with me, daddy. Because she expected me to fill up the cup and give it to her. But I'm sitting up here
Uh-huh.
pouring it out. She looked at me, she looked at me again and she was like, stop playing with me, daddy. Shit, hold on. She, she talking to me. She talking
Wow.
to me. Hold on now.
She got tired.
Hey, Here's the bad part, Moby. I stopped. I stopped because I didn't know she was talking to me. And then when I look back and she looking dead at me like, "Stop playing with me, Daddy." She already won. Like she had already checked me because I had stopped, and I was like, "Oh shoot, I was filling that up and pouring that down the drain." I done stopped already. Now I'm like, you know what? I got to do it one more time just just on GP.
just cause she, just
Just
cause she checked you a little bit.
just because she checked me a little bit, like stop playing with me. It's crazy when it comes from a 2-year-old. How you like that? One more time. It's crazy when it comes from a 2-year-old. But I don't like her tone all the time.
Yeah,
Like you tell me the first time, stop playing with me, and you talking at me, and then when you take it to stop playing with me, Daddy, and now it's like, oh, hey, you meant something by that. Like you really meant something by that. And so, yeah, man, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. I wanted to get up and wake her up. I should go wake her up right now. And
just because.
like in a panic, like, hey, you gotta get up, you gotta get up, get up, get up, get up. She's like, what? Nothing. Lay your ass back down. Check. Lay your ass
Just to
back
let
down
you
and go
know
to sleep.
I'm the father.
Check. Go back to sleep. How you like that? But yeah, man.
Just so
Look,
she know that you the dad. I'm the father.
right. You can't tell me. Nah, I'd be like, just playing. That's playing. Now you can tell me, just stop playing with you. I'm playing with you now. You can go ahead and go back to bed. Go back to bed. Take your ass back to sleep. Hey, but look, I knew it was gonna be cold. Like I didn't know if it was gonna be freezer burn. But they said it was a polar vortex headed this way. And
Mm.
bruh, when I tell you it was, I got up this morning, it was in the 20s, and I was just like, ooh, that's not good. And then I checked the
Mm.
weather, and it was gonna be under freezing all day.
That's crazy. I
All
knew it was
day.
gonna be cold everywhere else when they said I think our high next week is only be like 52. I know that sounds crazy, but this Florida, like that's insane.
52.
That's the high.
Look, hold on, 52. This
You
week,
gotta you gotta understand we be in 70s right now. Right now we supposed to be in the 70s. We supposed to be low 70, high 60.
I don't know about all that. Look, right now, we, I think the high this week is supposed to be mid 40s.
Mm.
Like mid 40s, dog. Like that's crazy. And then like overnight, it's gonna be in the 20s. So
Yeah,
if you out there in that night air, getting that hawk is out there. Yo,
yeah, that's crazy.
look, yo,
I
what
don't miss that.
the old folks be like, yo, you don't want to be out in that night air now
Mm-mm, I don't miss that at all.
with your chest all out. You be out there in that night air with your chest out. That's how you get that. That's how you get that pneumonia. You get that
That
pneumonia
ammonia.
all up and through there.
Put
Yeah,
some Vicks on your chest.
put that Vicks. Hey, Vicks just
Or some
stepped up the game. They
or get
they
some
got
Tussin.
they got the Vicks in the humidifier.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
I can't pretend like when I don't put it on for baby girl, I let a little bit of that crack just hit me right in the
Get up
face.
in you. Let it get up in
Hey, just, right in the face. One time for the one time. Hey, so last week I wanted to talk about tipping because I got a question. I got a question a couple weeks prior about tipping and when it would be cool for a girl to start tipping on dates.
you. Hmm.
When would it be cool? Cause you still out here in these niece.
Yeah.
When how many dates you gotta go on before a girl can be like, "Hey, I got the tip," and you don't think nothing of
Damn. Maybe by the third or fourth date, because then she feel like a lot of girls, especially nowadays they, or at least the ones I went out with, they feel like they, because I'm like, I've always been that gentleman. I'm gonna pay. I wouldn't ask you out if I can't pay it.
it?
But a lot of them be feeling like they be like, well, how come I can't just split it with you? How come I can't? I'm like, no, I'm good. I got it. I'm good. And some of them get kind of like, it's not like old school, like they just sit back and be like, okay, cool, it's cool. Now it's more like they feel like, almost feel like you're making them less by not letting them do their part.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So that's when they start coming out like, yo, well, let me just tip it. At least let me tip. And then, like I said, maybe about a third or fourth day, then I'm like, all right, if you want to, all right, because you don't want to keep making them feel like, you know, the ones that keep asking. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, they get to a point where they don't even ask. They just, they just sit back and accept it, or either they just go ahead and pull out the tip themselves.
So
You get what I'm saying?
chat room, we talking about how many dates you gotta go on before you feel like, and it's primarily like for the ladies, how many days do you feel comfortable going? Like, do you start trying to tip? And dudes, like, how many days before you decide not to stop them? Like, if they just real insistent on like date one or two, like, no, I'm leaving this tip. Like, they didn't already pull out they stuff when the check comes. You probably not gonna get none, but it's like
And you definitely don't want that to be the reason that you don't.
you gotta split it right down the middle. So it's like, hey, I paid for everything I got and some of yours. So we good. We don't have no expectations on the end of this.
No, but I mean, but like I said, the dating scene a little bit different out here now. You like I said, you got some that really gonna take advantage of it, but you got some that want to, and then they almost feel like they like have to, like let me like almost get mad to the point like, come on, don't you let me do it? And it's like, just chill, I got it.
Just let you do your thing. Look, you're not stressing me. If you were stressing my pocket, we wouldn't be here.
Right. If
But
if
like,
if I had if I couldn't take you out, I wouldn't even ask you out.
hey, so also like, what do you feel like is your average tip percentage? You
Oh,
stay at
I go at least 20%.
20.
Yeah.
You're a good tipper. You will be considered a good tipper.
Well, you got to remember, I go out. I'm a single man, so I go out to these spots a lot, and most of the time when I go out, it's like little spots where nice looking young ladies at, and I'm chatting with them, and they chat with me, and you know, if they make me smile a little bit, make me laugh a little bit more, you get a little bit more on your tip.
Look, the reason why I asked, I was like, yo, on Uber Eats, I believe when you order something, they default you. They got a bunch of different tiers that you could put in your custom joint, and
Hmm.
it could be lower, it could be a little bit higher or whatever. But I've seen it go all the way up to like 25% or something like that, and
Hmm.
down to like 18, 15. But they usually default. They usually default it at about 18%. And so I know that there are times in which I've I've tipped I've tipped a little bit more, but they were really good. Like they were really good.
Yeah.
Usually usually I can't pretend like I don't stay around. I stay around 15%. It's usually not less than that. But the more is just depending upon their service. Like if the service
Okay.
is there, I don't even think twice about it. Like it'll just be a little bit more. If it
Hmm.
if that service is subpar, 15. 15%.
Yeah.
Now, if you done made me mad, I got, hey, you got to count this whole meal if it's over with.
But see, and that's the thing with tipping, man. It's so complicated because see, you also thinking about these workers because they work with a low hourly salary. Excuse me, and they depend more so on tips than they do on their salary. So you're looking at it from that perspective. If you have any kind of empathy, you like, okay, well, I want to at least try to help them out, with that part. But then at the same time, you got these ones that's not doing up to par or doing better, but they expecting you to still give them the same thing that you would give somebody that's treating you, treating you right. And it's like it's almost feel like they feel like they're entitled to it,
Oh, big
and
time.
it's kind of messed up because it's like, man, I like the ones like when I said at least 20%, like the ones that really give me really really good service. I might even go half or like just depends on how my pockets is that at that night.
Yeah.
It depends on how the service is. They going above and beyond and making sure and checking the check. Like I'll go over that 20% or 30. I'll go on up there. But then the ones that just doing just enough, I'll be like, man, I'll be saying to myself, man, I should give you the lowest that I can go. But then in my mind, it's like, you know what? I just give what I usually try to give, but I just give the ones that do me better. I give them better.
Oh, absolutely. Look, act. Hey, hey, they go. You gotta go home. Hey, look. So one time when a tipper made me mad, have you ever like? I've almost accidentally tipped twice, and
Yeah.
that kind of pissed me off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So in New Orleans, one time we went to this restaurant, and it was like it might have been eight of us, but they had to sit us at two different tables.
Hmm.
And they hit us with an 8-person gratuity, even though we was
Hmm.
sitting at two different tables. And I'm like, hold on, we get 18% off the rip just because we know them? Like, just because that's our family, so I better not speak to nobody else in here. Otherwise, if you thought
Yeah.
that they was by themselves, they might get hit with this 18%. But I've seen on there where they just automatically add it in and then
Yeah.
put the line down there for tips. And it's like, hold on
Yeah.
now, wait. They almost got me like that over Thanksgiving, where I'm knowing
Hmm.
that. All right, she got this, I got this. We both had drinks. That should have been like $70. I'm doing the tip on what would have been should have been $70, and if it had been some tax, I 80. But now, well, how do we get up to 130? Like, why am I? Like, why am I? It's saying 130.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all already got the gratuity on there. Hold on, let me go ahead and scratch that out.
Yeah.
Do you feel
They do
bad if
that
you
in Miami.
you feel bad if you catch that and you have to scratch it out?
Oh, I always catch it. I always look at the ticket because I'm like you. I almost did that once before too, but I didn't write. I didn't write on it. I actually looked at the ticket and I would get ready to do it, and I looked up right above it. It said gratuity included or whatever. That was it. It happened to me one time. Like I said, that was in Miami. We went to this little spot. Uh, I forgot the name of the place, but I looked on it and then I saw the thing on there, and the girl told me, yeah, they do that in all these spots around here, right around this area. It was right around the I forgot I don't know if I went to a game. But whatever it was, but it's the spot where everybody be at, like around where the games and stuff be going. But the girl said, yeah, they do this on all of them. They add it automatically, and I was like, oh. So ever since then, I always made sure I look at, every time I look at a receipt, I look at it to make sure. But yeah, they add that in Miami. I think it was 18%. They put that 18% on there automatically, and I was like, oh, well. Now that's when I don't do no more. Cause once they put it on there, I'm like, oh, okay, well you basically making me pay this. I'm like, okay, well, I'm
All
just
right,
gonna give what it says. I ain't gonna give no more.
There's a whole Devo going on. Hey, look, you heard my dogs representing?
Yeah, I heard him. I
Hey,
heard
they doing it. They're trying to earn their keep.
him.
They're trying to earn their keep. I pull up the cameras and there's somebody out there making the delivery, but it's about to be bad for them. Yeah, it's about to be bad for them. Because I was about to be like, hey, hold on. Let, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that contraband and have to do some work. Because they right there. They right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Let's do
Just
some
in case.
yeah, to get the contraband and do some work.
Just in case.
Uh, yeah, there was a story about the Waffle House workers having problems with the type of wages that they were getting. And I think it was like $2 and some change, and that they had to work it up all the way, and it was like
Yeah.
$3 was a win for them. And I'm like, hold on now, three $3 to do what? You mean to tell me that it's people out here making $3 an hour? Like that's
Mm.
crazy. And then when you
That's
at the same
cold.
time, while I was living in South Korea, there was no tip. You didn't tip at all.
Mm.
Like you go to a restaurant and it was seen as disrespectful to tip. But it also made me think about like they must be
Wow.
getting paid enough to live on, where the
Mm.
tip's not gonna make or break you having this job. Whereas here, you might not be getting you making $2 or $3 an hour, hoping that the tip's straight.
Yeah.
You just
And it's
hope.
wild because it's just it's so weird because it's they make that, but then you got them ones that's coming home with, man, some of them coming home with a G a night, depending on where you at. And it's like, man, I mean that that
You
little
work-
$2, $3 ain't so bad when you coming home with a G a night.
you working in them upscale restaurants where them tabs be you know $200 and you're getting
Yeah,
15% every table. Now, all right, I get it,
yeah.
but tipping is one of those like unwritten rules. Like you don't necessarily have to because you didn't pay for
Hmm.
your food, but you should.
Yeah,
You should tip even if like it got to be an extreme circumstance that you break that unwritten rule. And
right. Especially when you know you're going to these places that that you know are tipping. If you ain't gonna do it, then just don't go in and just get a to go.
hey, Waffle House hit you with it to go too now. 20%.
Yeah,
20.
really.
Yeah, 20% on all to go orders.
Even if you picking it up,
Yeah,
damn.
10% goes to your server and 10% goes to something else for a tip. Yep,
Mm,
because
that's
they still get
crazy.
your order. Absolutely.
Well, I guess the reason I have so much empathy for him, because I guess I've dated a lot, a lot of women that was in the tipping service. So I guess I hearing their stories and stuff is like, man, you understand it, but it's like, man, it's them owners and stuff. They get away with murder with that stuff, man. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Speaking of unwritten rules like tipping, I I got on the highway the other day and it was a funeral procession on 285. And in my mind, I'm like, I see it as I'm getting on. Like, so I'm getting on, and you see the flashing lights and whatnot. You see the line of cars, and you see people kind of letting the funeral procession kind of do its thing. At the same time, though, how, how respectful are you of funeral processions when you working?
Oh, I stopped immediately.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I stopped immediately. I pull right over to the side and just wait.
yeah. It don't matter how
Yeah,
long it is.
immediately. Yeah, no matter how long. Immediately. I just That's just the way it is, man. I just think about the dead like that. I don't know.
You feel like you'll get reported if you was like, I'm delivering this mail. Well,
No, no, no. Well, no, I'm not. I don't even think like that because we one of the services that almost it's like it's it's kind of weird. But if we were at a stoplight, and we had to go like the police, an ambulance, and a mail truck, and we would be the ones that go first. It's like a pecking order. I know it's kind of weird, but it's like a pecking order that they have with the postal service. Like they goes above the other one.
really? I
Yeah,
didn't know. I didn't know that.
yeah. It's different. It's kind of wild out, but they explained it to us one time, but it's just kind of weird. Like I'm like, how over the police and ambulance? Like, but whatever.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I got on the highway, I saw it, and then I was just riding, and it was only doing like 55, and I was like, I got somewhere to be. So
You you just
yeah,
kept rolling.
I passed it on the left. Yeah, I passed on. It was 285.
But that, hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you, me being in that Atlanta traffic, man. I don't blame you, man. That's why I had to get out of there. I don't blame you.
Now, I will say on the street, if it was on the street, I'm not gonna cut in. I'm not gonna cut in, and I typically do pull over. On the highway, I was a little conflicted because I was like, wait a minute now, hold up. I don't know if this like I know the on the street rules, and on the street, etiquette for not riding through and passing uh funeral procession. But I don't know what it's like on the highway because we ain't never been on one. Like, hey, you have somebody. I've been in funeral processions in which somebody done cut in, and I done had an attitude like, look at the way.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so,
Like no, look at it, no respect.
look, my uncle gonna hunt them forever. Like we ain't playing that. We ain't playing none of that. And
That's
so,
crazy though.
yeah, it was on the highway, man. That was my first time seeing it. I was just like, I think I should roll up on it.
Was other people going too?
Yeah, yeah, other people was going. I wasn't
Okay.
just the only one out here being disrespectful. oh
So that they kind of help motivate you a little bit. Like, well,
yeah,
they doing
like,
it.
I didn't feel bad behind that after the fact. Did not feel bad after the fact. I was just like, at least I didn't cut the line. I didn't cut the line, and it's one of those things where, but I did pass them. I
Yeah, it's
did.
different if you was on a two-way street. Now, if you was on a two-way street, you just jumped out and just just went around. I'm like, dang. But I can understand that interstate out there, that Atlanta traffic is. Mm-mm. I don't blame you. You wait 10 minutes, you gonna be stuck for an hour.
Hey, big facts. Big facts. You let somebody through if you want to, and that's a
Yeah.
chance that you take. Hey, question. Unwritten rules on airplane. Who who gets the armrest? If you sit in the middle, do you expect to get both armrests?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Or whichever one I decide I want to use, that's gonna be mine. But I do believe that I should have both of them because I'm the one stuck in this sandwich. You got the wall or the window, and you got the aisle with the all that room, and I'm
Uh,
stuck in between two people like this. So
so
I get to choose my armrest.
the owl is the owl is only mildly cracked up to be what you think it's gonna be with all this space. And so the reason why I say that is like somebody like me sitting on the owl, if I got somebody my size or close to it sitting in the middle seat, now I'm
Yeah.
automatically here. Part of my shoulder is also on the aisle. And everybody coming down that aisle is gonna hit me. 100% never fail.
True.
They gonna hit me.
That's
So
true.
trying to get sleep. Now,
So you think that you should? get the inside. You think you should get the armrest on your right or whatever on the inside. What do you think the person on the inside is supposed to get then?
Man, that's bad luck. They gotta get their ticket. They gotta check in for their
See,
flight.
see, come on, man. See, come on, man.
Hey,
You
hey,
tripping?
sitting in the middle is all right. Yeah, you can get first dibs to the armrest, but that armrest will be shared if somebody bigger than you. Like you can't get the whole. Like I'm gonna get my elbow on there somewhere.
See,
Oh,
that's why I always choose the window seat. If I'm in the middle seat, absolutely had to. I didn't have no choice nowhere else. I don't
let
care
me,
if I got to be by the emergency exit. I don't care if I got to be by the bathroom. I'm getting a window seat no matter what.
and I don't like when the person that's sitting in the middle try to have their legs all gapped open. Yeah, hey. They gotta play
Now
that.
then, yeah. Now then, you doing too much. I'm with you on that one.
Like I'm gonna give you if I'm giving you the armrest, if I'm giving you the armrest and I'm on the window and I done lean so you can get the armrest, your legs shouldn't be like this. If your legs like
Right.
this, we about to have a problem. We
I'm
about
with
to have,
you on that.
cause now I'm like, hold on, fam, hold on. Now you getting a little belligerent.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But if I'm in the middle, I need give me both armrests. Be courteous now, because you sit out here on that side. You can, if nobody coming, you can lean over as far as you want to. If you got the window spot, you can lean on the panel on the window. Me, I ain't got nowhere to lean. I'm just sitting there in the middle, stuck in this sandwich.
Stuck in this sandwich is wild crazy. Hey, where do you stand on the seat back? Do you ever lean your seat back?
Nah, nah, it don't. Nah, it don't do nothing.
How far can somebody lean their seat back in on you before you be like, does it matter which of the three seats that you in before you say something about that seat back coming back too far?
Nah, it don't bother me. I'm only 5'9", so it don't bother me. As long as you don't, if I was 6'2", 6'3", then I might be like, hey, bro, you pushing my knees. But I'm pretty much straight. I keep my legs straight down there,
Man, I
so
feel
I can't complain about that one.
how many times can your seat back get kicked before you say something to
Mm, God, that's hard, man.
them?
Cause it's
Oh,
that's hard
oh.
because it's like, what I'm saying. Like if I've had it done. That's why I'm thinking like that. And it was a kid though. See,
Yeah.
like me, I'm the type I let kids kind of get away with it as much as possible. Like if it's a kid, I'm just like it'll irritate me, but I'll just kind of just lean up and then just lean up and lean on the panel and then just fall asleep.
So
Long as it
you
ain't to the point where it's just going crazy.
so you don't have an like they can kick your feet about 5, 10 times and you ain't gonna say nothing.
Well, I ain't had it happen that time, but I mean, I've had it happen, but it was just a kid. Like I said, it wasn't so much they was just boom, 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 boom. It was just they did it a few times, and then periodically. But like I said, I just lean forward and lean against the wall. Now, if it's some kind of adult, I'm be like, hey, you don't mind? Would you mind not hitting the seat? I'll be nice with it at first.
So what you would get from an adult is probably a knee. You'll feel the knee nudge into
Right.
you. With the kids, it's a stoop, stoop, stoop.
Yeah.
And listen, I tell you what, kid kicked my seat twice. I'm gonna be like, and now I'm gonna have to lean back some. Now it's gonna be weird. But if they start kicking it again, hey, I'm gonna have to get that little look back. And you just hope that the parent, you
The
hope that the
parent,
parent be
that's the
like,
thing.
hey, Billy, stop kicking the seat, Billy. And then if they keep going, now it's gonna have to be like, hey,
Yeah.
hey, damn it. I got kids back here too. I got kids up here. My kids to beat your kids up. I'm not gonna fight no kids. But what we get ready to do, like, it's one of those things like control your kids. Like I feel like if I felt like trash the trip that we took to Houston where the girls was acting, they were straight menaces on the plane. I felt bad.
Mm,
I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry that they are acting like they acted. And it's people that won't apologize for how their kids acting. Like they kids will be wilding out, hitting seats, reaching over the
yeah.
back. And it's like, whoa,
Mm-mm.
hey, you not gonna stop this? You're not gonna stop it at all. You just gonna
Yeah,
let
that's
this ride.
wild.
And that's the thing. Like I don't understand how or why certain people let that type of stuff go.
Yeah, no, I can't. Like I said, just a few of them, I kind of be like lean forward and chill out with the kid. But like I said, if it's an adult, man, it's like, hey, I kind of be like, all right, and then I kind of look back, like, kind of like you, kind of give that little look back, and then after that, I'll be like, you mind, I feel your knee, I say it in the nicest way possible. But then after I say it in my nice way, that's when I get to a point where like, okay, all right, I tried that part.
Hey, do you got unwritten rules for your car?
Unwritten rule for my car.
Yeah. Like if you're on a date and you driving it and she reaches over and changes the thermostat in your car. Like
Hmm.
turn the blow on. Like if she go in your car and press button.
Yeah, yeah. I don't have no rules when it comes to the. I mean, if she want to change the radio, change the thermostat, I'm cool with all that. That
Can,
no, none of that bother me.
can she drive?
Yeah, yeah. As long as if I'm driving, I'm good.
No,
I'm good. They don't.
can
None.
she drive
Can she drive? No.
your car?
Mm-mm. Nah, I'm like my daddy when it comes to that. I don't like nobody drive my car.
Yeah, so quick. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm like him when it comes to that. It's like nah. And
can I
if
tell
on the way if that happened, if we married and then and even when we married, it's gonna have to be like either your car ain't working or you need my car because it got more space for something or something like that. But it's like yo, I that's why I got you your car. You got
Mo,
yours, I got mine.
she'll be like, "Hey, can I drive your car? Hey, is, is yours is yours working?"
That's what I'll be like. What's wrong? What's wrong with yours? What happened to yours?
You
Oh,
ain't
nothing. I
gonna
just want to drive yours.
wanna drive yours.
Is there a reason?
Hey man, of course. Of course it's always the reason.
And well, I'm
If
gonna have
you,
to find out what it is.
if
It
you
ain't
want
gonna.
to drive
It's just
yours.
gonna let me drive your car.
Hey, that is funny as hell. Like, so there's always I ask that because it's always something that people just don't talk about. And so we talk about unwritten rules and different places
Hmm.
like funeral processions, tipping, when it comes to stuff like simple stuff like getting on and off the elevator. Like
Hmm.
you would like to be able to get off the elevator before people start getting on. There's not a rule against it.
Right.
It just makes more sense. You would like
Right.
for people not to press buttons that they have no intentions on going to that floor. But sometimes people do it. And it's like, hey,
Yeah.
pay attention. Well, you don't want people to stand all up on you if they don't have to. Like, yeah, nobody's telling you that you can't stand next to me, but go stand over there because it's only us in this elevator. So why are you standing close to me?
Yeah.
I mean,
Now I feel like that. Now I will say that since you mentioned lines of standing close to somebody, now I feel like that with the unwritten rule, as in when you like standing in like the grocery line.
yeah.
I don't feel like nobody should be right up on you, like you waiting for for them the other people to cash out. And I don't like when people be right up there on you. So one of the things I've always done is when I have my grocery cart, instead of me standing behind my grocery cart, I stand in front of it and have my grocery cart on the outside. That way, they won't be by me, but they'll be by my grocery cart, so I can have my space, and they'll know that they can't go no further than where my grocery cart is.
Hey, so if you putting stuff up on the belt and somebody else, like let's just say you got one of them little hand buggies, but somebody else
Hmm
got a cart and they start putting stuff up on there at the same time you put. Now you got the little lay down thing,
hmm
the little
Yeah,
spacer. But how do you feel some kind of way when people putting their stuff up there real quick?
I do. I do. I don't like it, but as long as I got the space, I'm good. But I don't like it.
But
It's like I noticed why they got the spacer because of that reason, but I don't like it.
hey,
No, I don't.
why you rushing me?
Yeah, cause that's me. I don't like impatient people. Now that's why I don't like it, cause I don't like impatient people.
Look, they be like, don't rush me, please. Like whatever you do, just
Right.
don't rush me. If you standing too close to me, I feel like you rushing me. If you
hmm
putting your stuff up there, and yeah, I only got a few things, but now you feel like because I don't have a lot, that this belt is 35% yours. Like no, it ain't that. Like, I ain't paid for my stuff yet. Like it's not yours
Cause
yet.
it ain't nothing they can do until I pay anyways. Like just wait.
It's gonna cut the line, huh? It's gonna cut the line,
Yeah, I don't
which
like
is
that.
a violation all by itself. Look, another violation, yo. I was at the bowling alley the other day, and on the screen they had they had like this Chive TV where they got like all it's just all highlights of random stuff. It's almost like
hmm
a TikTok, but just for TV. And
hmm
this dude was riding a mechanical bull, and I was like, no, no, that's out of pocket. That right there, my friends, is a man law violation. Listen,
dude, dude can't ride a manic. Dude can't ride the bull, man. He can't. He can't. Dude can't ride the bull, man.
what you do? What you trying to do? Hey, look, you thought one of my friends, one of the fellas go up and be like, hey, I'm about to go ride the bull. What?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, you guys what you want to tell us?
You sure you want to go ride the bull?
Because what you plan on being on the audio?
Yeah, cause you can't ride that bull without smashing your stuff, man. The way they be swinging that thing, man. Dudes can't ride that.
Hey, spiking that thing around is wild.
Yeah, my fault, Paul. Paul.
Hey, but no, like for real, like yo, you go just like I've only seen ladies and alternative lifestyle dudes outside of dudes that's riding that's actually in that's actually in rodeos and whatnot. And so if you're not doing that and you just at a bar that got one and it's like, you know what? Hey fella, I'm about to go get on this mechanical bull.
No.
For what? What you
Yeah,
about
cause
to do
they
that
didn't
for?
put it in a restaurant for the guys. Most of them didn't put it in the restaurant. They ain't put it in there for guys anyway.
For what? Like you go, hey, listen, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem when you come back and you tired and you done got thrown off and you like, so how'd I do? No, no, we not gonna. We I
The
don't know
rest of
how
the
you.
trip would be totally different if one
I
of
don't know
y'all
how
rode
you.
a mechanical bull.
I don't know how you did. I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all. But all I do know is you did it, and
Hanging on for dear life.
that's on the list. That That is on the list. Hey, look, I was just like, yo, that got to go on. That got to go on. The man law violations tab. Then I got to thinking like some more, like where I feel like if a dude can't open a straw for a dude. I don't know why.
Mm-mm.
I don't know why. I'm just gonna peel this off and let you take the straw out the other end. No, man, you got it.
Yeah,
You
why
got it.
would you even want to do that?
Hey,
Like,
y'all go
you can
together.
be like, here, look, yeah, let me give y'all straw. All right, there you go, bro. Like, whoa, whoa, give me another straw, man. Give me another straw. Y'all tripping.
This is so damn funny. Cause I was just like, yo, you like some people probably wouldn't even think about it twice. Like, hey, I was just being nice, and I'm like, no, no, you ain't got to be
No,
nice. I don't need you to do that.
give me another straw, man. Y'all tripping.
I don't need you to do that at all,
Or
man.
going to the, or if you go to the bathroom and there's three stalls, you about to use this one, and then he come up and use the one right beside you instead of using the one over.
Hey, listen, I don't like that. Yeah, I definitely don't like that. Cause now it's like I don't want to be like, what you doing? But there is a question about why you didn't use that one instead of choosing
Yeah.
this one. But then if you in the bathroom and you talking, like I don't like all that talking. Like
I don't need don't, don't have no conversation while I got my thing in my hand, man.
we both got our jobs in our hands and you out here trying to talk. I don't want to do all that talking. Hey, we can talk at the sink. But if you might not plan on going to the sink. I'm going to the sink. We can talk there. Other than that,
Yeah.
like this whole long drawn out conversation, he'd be like, hey, how you what up, JB? Mm-mm. No,
No.
I can't even hear. I can't even
Yeah,
hear
you
when I
can't
got my
be
job.
you can't say how you doing. The man got a dick in his hand.
Mm-mm.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Busy.
Come on, man.
I'm busy.
At least
Preoccupied.
let me shake it. Let me get done shaking it. Then you get away from me.
And those type situations, I don't even know why people think that it's cool because they do it all the time. There's way too much talking that go on in the bathroom. And I feel like
Hmm.
if it was less talking in the dude's bathroom, they'd be more likely to hit the toilet instead of peeing on the floor.
You see some of them what you call it, some of them stalls and stuff overseas. They have little things in there in the stall, like little they have like a little fake fly and stuff like that, so people actually try to pee on it
Oh man.
because fellas, we see something anyway, we're gonna aim for it.
It hit the target.
Yeah, we're gonna aim for it.
Hey, you know what? If I had little boys, I'd probably try to figure out
Yeah.
how to paint in the stall in the toilet bowl like a hoop.
Hmm.
That's where you gotta go in. Like all of this stuff is a myth. Everything on the outside is a myth. But you get
Yeah,
in
cause
this bowl,
we're gonna aim it for whatever something in there.
hey, you gotta try to wash something down the
Yeah,
side.
yeah. We're gonna aim for something.
Hey, yo, look, I don't like none. I be trying not to be so pressed when it comes to some of these man law violations, but it's times in which I be like, hey man, hey, y'all be wild out of pocket. Um, you know, it was weird this week. This week having with TikTok going down this week. That was
Yeah.
and I say going down, but also feel like it was mad intentional for it to go down for the amount of time that it went down on the day that it went down, and then it was like Look what I brought
Yeah,
back TikTok. And it's like, no.
and it said it.
He said it.
Did you read it?
Yeah, he said, I brought back TikTok.
Yeah, it said it on the actual app. It said it, at least on mine. It said that thanks to Trump,
Man, they
and I
about
was like,
to
oh, okay,
let me know how the Golf of America is working out. And I saw that he changed the name of a mountain too.
really?
Yeah, you so back in the day, we knew the tallest mountain in North America was Mount McKinley.
Mm.
Well, I guess Obama changed it to Mount Denali to give that mountain name back to the Native Americans. And Trump was
Mm.
like, "Hey, yeah, I know they had it first, but we gonna change it back to Mount McKinley to
Damn!
celebrate our president."
Wow!
Hey man, hey look. The next thing you know, this dude gonna be like, "Hey, well, next thing we gonna do is everybody named Brandon. We gonna change their names because Brandon will no longer exist. All of them are gonna be, all of them gonna be Willies moving forward." Like what?
Willie, you can't change my name, no Willie. Hell no.
All of us? Yeah, all of us. There's gonna be no more Brandons. We're not doing this no more. Just
That's
Willie.
crazy. That's crazy.
Because fam just out here, like you just, I don't feel like you can just be out here just changing stuff. But I
Yeah, I mean,
guess,
I don't think it's really, I don't think it can really happen though. Whereas unless it's something because it's not in anything in the Constitution or anything like that. I think it might just be. I mean, 'cause people still gonna call it whatever they want to call it. You get what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like unless it's
I
some kind
get
of
it.
monument, like it's not if it's not a monument or a what they call it, where it's federal buildings or federal monuments, stuff like that. Then they can't
Yeah,
really. You can call it whatever you want to, but you can't really officially change it because there's no. I don't think it is. There's no real document or anything like that. You don't you think like changing the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America? I don't think there's no document that actually calls it Gulf of America. I mean Gulf of Mexico, right?
Uh, I had to do some research on that before I just started saying stuff. But I would assume that there has there was an agreement based on like all of these bodies of water have names for a reason, and I feel like everybody kind of agreed on like, all right, this is what we're gonna call it because this is kind of what it is. And yeah, of course, throughout history, I'm sure that I'm sure that the land didn't look like the land looks now, and yeah, we got some names of stuff that's not the names of what it used to be. Just like all the states didn't have names at one point, and as we migrated west, we just started naming stuff as we got to it. Um,
Hmm.
and it kind of stuck. So however that process went, I would imagine that that's kind of how like the Gulf of Mexico, the Atlantic Ocean, and all these other Lake Tahoe, and all these other bodies of water and stuff like that got names. That's just me
Right.
speculating. Probably not how it goes though. But
Hmm.
if it is, all right, cool. Going around just changing names and stuff feels it feels weird, but also we've seen where they've been allowed to do things that we just wouldn't think that it should be allowed. Like the people, like the resident people in California that was allowed to buy water.
Hmm.
Like you shouldn't be able to do that, but you did. Somebody pulled
Yeah.
some strings and they made it happen, and now you got some people that's able to own water. That like
That's crazy.
how you do that? I don't know. They figured it out. They had the right people in their pocket. Because somebody Somebody should have been like, hey, you'd imagine like somebody be like, hey, you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And you would imagine that somebody would be like, hey, Donald, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't even say it. But if he was like, hey, God spared my life so that I can make America great again.
Man, it's crazy though, man. The things that like that should not be some of the first things that you want to do when you jump into office.
We got two genders moving forward. It's just boys and girls. That's it. That's all we're gonna have. Presidential mandate that I want to spend time and money on. We get all
Yeah,
these
that's
bathrooms that allow both of them in there. You got a boys' bathroom and a girls' bathroom, and that's it. This third bathroom we getting rid of. Taking up space. You know, and man, I don't know. It had never been a problem back when we was coming up. We never really worried about dudes, and it was always, hey, is this kid too old to still be playing with us? Like that's how we Bam over there at least 14 playing with the fifth graders. Like no, like
yeah.
we knew what that looked like. Well, nobody worried about hey, because I'm pretty sure when you younger, girls was bigger than boys.
Mm-hmm.
Girls would be out here dominating sports back in the young days.
Yeah, until we hit puberty.
And the puberty hit them, and then it's like, yeah, we just be dumb, but we gonna dominate. We gonna dominate the sport stuff. We gonna dominate the sport. Hey, well look,
Yeah, that's crazy though.
man, this whole thing, I don't know, man. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's doing something to see. We just gonna have to. I've been hearing a lot of people saying the same thing, but it's like, I mean, we just gonna have to ride it out and see how things go. Cause I mean, I never been in any of the presidents. I never put my trust in any of them as in what them saying, doing what they say they're gonna do.
Oh no, because you know how it go. It sound good until you got to
Yeah.
do it, and then it's like,
Hmm.
I guess I know what I said, but I ain't gonna be able to make this happen for you. I ain't gonna be able to make
Right.
this happen for you, boss. I know what I said. I know we said we was gonna build that wall, right? But then
And make them pay for
they got to pay for it, and then this dude out here with this blowtorch causing problems
it.
because he's
Yes,
not from here.
it's crazy.
He's not from here. But look, good people. Uh, man, listen. I don't know where you are and where y'all listening from. I need to tell y'all if y'all need to keep y'all water dripping. Don't forget to keep
Mm,
y'all water dripping. Like this ain't the time to be playing
absolutely,
around. Like it's gonna be.
absolutely.
It's been below freezing. I feel like right now for at least 36 hours, and it ain't gonna be above
Mm.
freezing for another, but until at least about this time tomorrow.
I
So
think I'm gonna post that on my Facebook. I did, yeah, that's smart because they used to tell us that too.
yeah, keep that water dripping. Otherwise, you're gonna wake up. Them pipes gonna be frozen, and when you try to do your thizzle, hey,
Yeah,
it's about to be all bad for you. It's about to be all bad for you. So keep that water going. Y'all stay warm in these streets. Y'all gotta be out there. Don't let that night air get all up in your neck. Your neck all out. So until next time, good people, y'all stay safe out in these streets. We out.
yeah. Be safe, y'all.